5 facts of working in Selfridges for 5 years that you guys probably don't know but need to know. Let's go. Number 1, so basically not everybody works for Selfridges in Selfridges. It is quite confusing, but for example, all the makeup counters, skincare counters, they are known as concessions. So you actually have the companies hiring you, not actual Selfridges themselves. So for example, I was working for YSL, who are under the L'Oreal branch, so it was L'Oreal HR who were looking after me and who hired me. You've then obviously got all the handbags, shoes, upstairs, food. I think they're all part of Selfridges. Not everyone gets Selfridges discount, which came as a massive shocker when I first worked there. So all concessions, so everybody on the makeup counters, beauty counters, skincare counters, they did not get Selfridges discount. They got whatever discount the company who hired them. So for example, I got L'Oreal discount, and it used to be 70% off everything L'Oreal. So that included YSL, Armani, Urban Decay, yeah, I can't remember now on the top of my head, Terry Mugler, Alien. So I used to get discount off all of them, but not from Selfridges. It used to be exclusively to Selfridges employees. Yeah, and they, I think, used to get like 25%, but obviously once you've made friends with people, obviously you can just bounce off each other's discounts and use each other's. So really there was no point, they might as well have just given us all discount. There is a whole other part of Selfridges for staff. It's literally like a school. It reminded me of like being in school. You'd come out of, obviously, through the staff entrance, and you've literally got 4 floors of stairs. You've got a whole staff room, you've got a chilling room for people who want it to be quiet, you've got a prayer room for staff, which is really, really, really nice. You've got your own separate toilets, you've got locker rooms with curlers and mirrors. If you are not wanting a full-time job in Selfridges or in any retail store, whether it be Selfridges Boots or Debenhams when it used to be open, you could actually apply to like agencies, and you actually used to be able to bounce off different counters and work, which I remember a lot of people used to do, because obviously it gives you that feeling of being self-employed, where you decide whether you want to go into work or not that day, and you'll be on a completely different like counter each time. So one minute you'd probably be on the YSL counter, the next day you might be on the Tom Ford counter, and that used to be especially busy throughout like the Christmas period. I think I've given 4 facts. I think we're on one more fact. I'm trying to think. Last fact would be 1 hour before closing in the food hall, a lot of the food would get reduced. So the best time to go if you're wanting some of the desserts would have been like an hour before close, because then you literally would have got it for like half the price.